Hey guys, part two. The video cut off. Interferences. So we left off with forgiveness and changes. So in order to have these changes, and it's part of the healing process, we need to forgive. We need to forgive ourselves for doing anybody harm, forgive others for doing us harm, right? Forgiveness of, it could be anything. Forgiveness of past versions of ourselves. It's really key. Forgiveness is key for these changes to occur. Okay? It really just, and it helps just, oh my gosh, it just helps to free up so much. Your heart space, your mind. Forgiveness. Right? It's like it gives you a different perception on the situation, the person, what have you, and that just helps you. It helps create whatever pain that caused you in the past to turn into a lesson, right? Perception is so important to change your I can't even say that word today. Perception. Okay, let's see. What else for the divine masculines? Whoa, jumping out. Yeah, so psychic development. Like I said, their third eye, that download I got this morning, their third eye is really being upgraded right now. And it's also going to help them, not only is it going to help them connect more in the 5D, but it's also going to help them connect with their intuition, with using their intuition, listening to their soul, right, to source, so to their guides. So that's that's definitely confirmation of that third eye being blasted open. So that's great. That's always fun. More psychic abilities, more of their gifts coming online as they do this healing work. It'll unlock them. Let's see, what else? What else can you tell us about the divine masculines for the collective? Whoa. So duality. Okay. That light is just, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so this is like, I want to say they're like dismantling, is that a good word to use? The core programming. Because before they just saw things black and white because they were brought up that way. Most of us were. Okay. They're starting to dismantle that and to see beyond. And there's more purple. This is really source, just really, and this is connected with the third eye as well. Look at, see those pine cones? Like the pineal gland. So it's really just expanding their ability to see the magic, right? To connect more with the spiritual aspects of their life instead of the materialistic that the masculines tend to really get stuck on, is the materialistic realm, right? The 3D realm, the false matrix. There's a lot of, and that's all has to do with ego. So because we're having this death and rebirth, that's really going to help them, especially with their psychic developments as well, to see more past the veil, to have a higher perception, right? Yeah, ancient wisdom. Yeah, they're being shown possibly from their past lives, you know, the power they possessed, and their DNA is being unlocked as they heal, right? They're going to be unlocking their spiritual gifts. This is yeah, see the color? I'm so drawn to the colors. Indigo, very third eye. Okay. That's that connection with that intuition, right? They're magic. Psychic. Telepathy, I heard, is really, you're going to notice how much more telepathic they're becoming. Ooh, my God, they're just flying out today. Okay. What else do we get here? Yeah, teachings. Teaching. Yeah. This goes hand in hand, all these three. Okay. So they're really learning about their gifts. They are really getting, they're getting like a master class, I hear. This is really good. That'll be fun. They're really stepping into their power. That'll help with any self-worth healing that needs to be done as well. Any confidence, their solar plexus. There might be some unblockages coming with that. Okay, what's this guy? Inner journey. Yeah, so that's just more confirmation that they've gone within, connecting with their higher self, source, right? That's why it's quiet right now. Okay. They're on their journey. This might just be a reoccurring message, so I'll just continue on to their thoughts in a bit. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of overthinking with this card. Almost maybe like an 8 of Swords. They're kind of stuck in their head. They're kind of trapped. I get a trapped feeling because they're stuck in the past a little bit, which is very common for when you're going through all this healing and the ego death for you. You have to look back at the past and turn the past into lessons, right? So that's what they're doing right now. And they want to be like this little birdie in the middle, which is staying present, staying neutral. If they look too far into the future, because we don't know what the future will bring, right? And that's the fun of it. Who wants to know? It's surprise. It's fun. You have to have faith, and Source is going to bring you joy, right? And they're looking back in their past to hopefully not to dwell, but to turn them into lessons. Didn't we get the teaching, though? Somewhere here. Yeah. Teaching. Turning the past into lessons. That's always what I get from that card. But I also got some overthinking through it, too. And they might be getting distracted by the outside. Like the external, like 3D materialistic things, or people, karmic situations. There might be some distractions there. It's kind of, but sometimes you can use that to your advantage, because that'll make you think of the past, and it'll bring back the past, and then in order for you to heal it. As long as you heal it and not just dwell in it. Okay, I'll get one. Whoa, that's too many. I'll get one more, and then we'll move on to their thoughts. Oops, something flipped. I think so. I thought so. Felt it. Yeah, that's a good card to end with. Oh, and let's look at I always like looking at the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck is struggle. Okay, which coincides with the divine timing. So there might be some struggle with patience, right? They want to know what the future holds, I hear. You have to let go of that need to know the outcome, because that's control. That's very ego-driven, okay? Everything's in divine timing. Look at the little birds at the top, divine union. Everything's in divine timing. Everything, right? They have to be patient with themselves, with their journey. And that's why you might be feeling impatient, because you're mirroring each other. Or they might be feeling it from you because you're feeling impatient. But yeah, struggling with divine timing. That could be both counterparts. Anyway, Okay, let's move on to the thoughts. Do a little snooping. Just a little bit. What are the counterparts' thoughts for the collective? What are their deep thoughts, please? These cards are just flipping all over the place. They have a lot to say. Just one. Oh, okay. I am sending you messages through music. Yeah, so this is a really good confirmation that there's not a lot of communication going on. So if you would like to, if you're feeling like you need to know, like you're desperate for communication, the best way to get that is through music. Okay, they will channel songs to you, right? Especially the radio. I like putting on the radio, and then you never know what's coming on, and it's always a channeled song. Always. So that's a great way to stay in touch with their 5D self. Right? You'll get messages through that for sure, through the lyrics. Whoa. Way too many. Toxic situations came up. We'll see if it comes back up. Good. I'm connecting with my higher self. Yes. This is all has to do with that third eye. Man, that download just came in like crazy today. Yeah. That's great that they're listening to their intuition. They'll be sent signs through music too. They'll be sent lots of numbers through commercials, through the social media. And when their third eye's being open, they're going to be intuitively guided to see them, and they're going to understand, right? This is really good. Let's see what else. What else are their thoughts for the collective? What are the counterparts' deep thoughts? Oh, now they're quiet. Ooh. Spoke too soon. Oh, I am manifesting you. Well, I mean, we manifest with our thoughts, right? So if they're thinking about you like crazy, almost obsessively, which isn't like creepy, right? It's just, it happens because there's a lot of love. It's a really strong connection. So they're going to be thinking about you nonstop. They're manifesting you when they do that. When you both think of each other, then it's like extra manifesting. So to me, they're thinking about you a lot, and it's manifesting you. Let's see what else. Ooh. That's nice. You make me want to heal. Good. Because they know you've got their back. They can feel when you keep your heart space open, they feel that love energy. Okay, and they use that. They suck it in to help them heal. Right? It's not like an energy vampire that takes your energy and then does nothing with it, just to take, so they can just possess it and you will have nothing and they deplete you. This is like the opposite. They're like turning the energy you give them into healing, which, since it's mirrored, will mirror back to you so you can also heal whatever you have left to heal, which you'll always be healing. So it's a nice like give and take kind of energy exchange. But you make me want to heal. That's beautiful. Let's see what else. What other deep thoughts do they have? Whoa. Too many. I am having ascension symptoms. Yeah, so we got that card. That was the first one that came out. So it's just confirmation. Yeah, so they are going through it. Like I said, I hear ear ringing. That's coming up a lot. Ear ringing, exhaustion, emotionally drained. Yeah. There's a lot of emotions with this ascension cycle. I am healing my toxic behaviors. Didn't I say the toxic situations wanted to come out? So, you know, when you're in a toxic situation, you tend to, especially if you're an empath, you tend to absorb the toxic energies. Okay? And it kind of, sometimes it's good because it can enlighten, or I don't know if that's a good word. It sheds a light on your toxic behaviors, and then you can see, because if, like, for instance, if you're with a karmic partner, okay, and you're mirroring each other, they're usually, while you're healing, you're going through the healing journey, they're going to mirror out your toxic traits that you need to heal, but you're doing the healing and they're not. Usually how karmic relationships work. So, you know, I'm healing my toxic behaviors. So this is good. And again, that's ego-based. They're healing their ego. Okay. They're putting their ego to sleep. Go to sleep, ego. There it is. I'm caught up in toxic situations. Exactly. I thought that was going to come out. Yeah. Right? Look at that. 2 toxics right back to back. Toxic behaviors, toxic situations. Whatever the situation they're in is triggering these toxic behaviors that need to come up so they can heal it and cut it out. Right? So sometimes you're put into these, Source puts you into these situations, or it's part of your soul contract to be put into these situations in order for you to heal your toxic traits. Because, you know, even empaths can have, like, they've picked up through their lives some narcissistic traits, right? Doesn't mean they're full-blown narcissists, but they might have, you know, a jealousy, for instance, that, okay, that could be something that they need to heal, right? And a karmic will bring that out of them, or a karmic situation as well. But whatever they're in is toxic. And I can certainly relate to that. But it's to heal you. You have to have a higher perception and seal. I don't know why I said that. And see above and take the lesson out of it, right? And then move on is usually what you have to do. You don't sit in the toxicity. You learn your lesson from it and you move on, right? So you don't make that same, you've learned the lesson, so you're not going to make that same toxic, you're not going to be in that toxic situation again. That's the end of it. It's a test. I don't like it said seal, though. That's interesting. I don't know if you guys are seeing seals. I don't know, like seal, like as in like you seal an envelope, like old time, you know, seals. I don't know, like wax seals. I'm seeing, or like a vault, like a sealing a vault. I don't know. That was definitely a Freudian slip. To pay attention to those. Whew. I want to have a family with you. This card comes out a lot for this this current counterpart cycle. This in the collective, this card comes out a ton. I want to have a family with you. I love that card. It's a beautiful card. It's very 4 of Wands I get from it. Yeah, they just want to be happy, right? They see you as their goal. They see you as their, that's my happy place. You're their home, right? That feeling. That's where they're headed. That's their target. As soon as they're done with the toxicity. And maybe you need to be done with the toxicity too. You never know. Like I said, we're never completely all healed. Ooh. Oh no, where'd it go? Oh. Okay, I have mentioned your name to my family and friends. Friends and family? to my friends or family, right? So they've mentioned your name. So, I mean, once you do that, it's on, right? I mean, that's very, like, you don't do that unless you're very committed to that person, right? Otherwise, you would just keep it to yourself. So that's really nice. So they mentioned your name. They see you as somebody that is going to be in their life. So let's see what else. I find you irresistible. That could, I hear energy. They're just, they're in love with your energy because it's so healing. Where was that? You make me want to heal. Yeah, your energy is super healing for them. They know this. So it's very seductive, but not in a lustful way, in a healing way. Let's see what else. What else are they thinking for the collective? Whoa. There we go. They're starting to all come out again. Just one card. Okay. Yeah, so I'm lusting over you. So you might feel some sexual energy in the 5D. You might be getting that definitely within 24 hours, I hear. So if you start to feel, didn't we just say lust? But it's not. I know lust has gotten a bad name, right? Especially with these connections. It's okay to lust after your divine counterpart. You know, you just want them. You don't need them, but you want them. It's an unconditional loving lust. It's not based out of ego, right? It's whoa. It's from the heart space. I'm going to do that again. That was crazy. Explosion. Oh my God. That's funny. Keep it PG. It's right after we get the lust card and there's an explosion. Yeah. You can see where you're, well, yeah, like I said, we'll keep it PG. So I need some space to heal my trauma. Yeah. That's why I said you're going to be feeling them in the 5D a lot and not so much in the 3D. Because there's some fears, right? Could be many things. Could be fear of commitment. Could be fear of rejection. Could be intimacy. There's so many. So they need the space. And plus my throat chakra, excuse me, just clogged up. So they couldn't talk to you if they wanted to. Not vulnerably, right? They could talk to you, but it's there's not a lot of depth to it, right? The conversation that would be had, yeah, it's very surface level because they're healing. So they're healing their vulnerability, like the lack of their inability to be vulnerable. That's what I hear. Okay, we'll get a couple more and we'll wrap it up. Oh, okay. Oops. Take that one and this one. Okay. It's so funny. My throat chakra is blocked. You don't say. Yeah, it is. That's okay. That's all part of the healing, right? Because you could be a distraction to them, right? So it's almost a way like Source is like, let's press the throat chakra blockage button and close that sucker up so they can go within and stay focused on themselves, right? You are my dream person. Okay, so they know. They know you're the one. I mean, where was it? I want to have a family with you. Yeah, you're the dream person. And please don't give up on me. This is that fear of rejection, because they might, and the impatience. Remember, didn't I say? Oh, they said it somewhere. There's a fear of taking too long, that they're going to lose you. Okay. So don't give up. Don't wait for anybody, right? We still focus on self, you know. Most high-level soulmate connections, it's really hard to be interested in having another relationship with somebody else. So, you know, Source kind of makes it that way. Kind of makes it impossible for you to fall for anyone else. So just focus on self, okay? And then if you do that, you know, they focus on themselves, mirrored, and then eventually you'll be aligned and you can come together and you can have this amazing family that you both want in the end. What's on the bottom? Oh, it got all flipped around. That's kind of weird. Hold on a second here. Okay, we'll do one more because I couldn't really get one on the bottom. What's one more thought? Ooh. I am craving your touch. So there's that lustful energy, right? And they're missing you. Like I said, I don't know if I said this, but I am feeling a lot of loneliness right now in the collective on both ends of the spectrum. Both counterparts are really missing each other. It's almost like their souls are just crying out for the vessels to merge, right? So they're craving your touch. What was this one? Oh, yeah. Oh, what's on the bottom? I'm distracting myself through work. Or people, you know, or social media. There's lots of distractions out there. The Tower card has been coming up in reverse a few times. So some of them are kind of resisting this Tower moment, this transformation. So just be mindful of that. You know, pray for them. You know, you manifest when you pray. Pray for them to do the healing. You know, or surrender it all to Source. Source will push them into it, whether they like it or not. So, because it's his timing, right? Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed it, and take what resonates, leave the rest, and I will talk to you guys later on. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.